Hi, I'm Mel. Welcome to this Friday evening meditation. Take a moment to congratulate yourself for making it through another week. You've shown up, you've handled challenges, and now it's time to transition from the energy of work into the spaciousness of the weekend. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. If you're sitting, let your spine be straight but not rigid, like a tall tree that's both grounded and reaching toward the sky. If you're lying down, let your body be fully supported. Close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. Take 3 deep breaths with me. Inhale slowly and exhale completely. Again, inhale and release. One more time, breathing in and letting go. Notice that with each exhale, you're beginning to leave the week behind. Let's start by acknowledging where you might be holding the week in your body. Often, our physical form carries the tension of deadlines, difficult conversations, and the constant forward momentum of weekday life. Begin at the top of your head. Imagine the crown of your head opening like a flower, releasing any mental pressure from the week. Let your forehead soften, releasing the furrow of concentration. Feel the muscles around your eyes relaxing, no longer scanning screens or watching the clock. Let your jaw drop slightly open, releasing any words left unsaid or any tension from speaking up for yourself this week. Feel your neck and shoulders beginning to melt. These areas often hold so much: the weight of responsibility, the hunch of focusing at a computer, the armor we wear when we need to be professional. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back and down. Feel them settling into a position of rest rather than readiness. Notice your arms and hands. If you've been typing, writing, or gesturing all week, let them become completely passive now. Imagine any tension flowing down through your fingertips and out and into the earth. Feel your chest expanding and softening. Your heart has been working hard this week, pumping blood, but also managing emotions, disappointments, excitement, and stress. Place one hand on your heart and silently say, "Thank you for carrying me through this week." Let your belly be soft and round. You don't need to hold anything in anymore. Let your lower back release and lengthen. Feel your hips settling and your legs becoming heavy and relaxed. Finally, let your feet soften completely. They've carried you through many steps this week. Send them gratitude. Now that your body is settling, let's gently review the week that's ending. This isn't about analysing or fixing anything. It's about witnessing and releasing. Imagine you're sitting by a gentle river. In this river, you'll place the experiences of your week and watch them flow away downstream. Think about Monday. What was the energy like when the week began? Perhaps there was anticipation, maybe some dread, or simply the familiar rhythm of routine starting again. Take whatever Monday brought and visualize placing it in the river. Watch it float away. You don't need to carry Monday's energy anymore. Now Tuesday. Often the day when the week's reality sets in. What did Tuesday ask of you? Perhaps patience, problem solving, connection with others, or simply showing up. Place Tuesday's experiences in the river. See them carried away by the gentle current. Wednesday, the middle of the week, sometimes called hump day, because we're climbing over the peak toward the weekend. What did Wednesday require? Maybe persistence, maybe a breakthrough, maybe just steady presence. Let Wednesday's experiences join the flowing water, moving downstream and away from you. Thursday. Often a day of anticipation, when Friday's energy starts to build. What did Thursday bring? Perhaps productivity, perhaps fatigue, perhaps the satisfaction of nearly completing another week. Give Thursday's experience to the river. Watch them dissolve into the water. And Friday. Today, the day that brought you here to this meditation. Friday often carries a unique mixture of completion and anticipation, relief and excitement, tiredness and hope. What did today ask of you? Place all of today's experiences in the river as well. Now watch as the entire week floats downstream together. All the challenges, victories, mundane moments, and intense experiences becoming smaller and smaller as they move away from you. You are not your work week. You experienced it. You moved through it. And now you're letting it go. Take a deep breath and feel the spaciousness that's left when you're not carrying the week's energy anymore. Now let's attune to the particular gift that Friday evening brings. The gift of transition, of expansion, of possibility. Feel into the difference in the air when Friday afternoon arrives. There's a loosening, an opening, a collective exhale that happens across the world as people finish their work weeks. You're part of this beautiful rhythm of human life, the cycle of effort and rest, work and play, obligation and freedom. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a vast, beautiful landscape. This is your weekend, stretching out before you like an unexplored country. Unlike the structured pathways of your work week, this landscape has winding trails, open meadows, quiet forests, and sunny clearings. You get to choose where to wander. What does your soul most want to experience in the coming days? Don't think about your to-do list yet. Think about what would nourish you. Maybe it's sleeping in. Maybe it's time in nature. Maybe it's connecting with loved ones. Maybe it's pursuing a hobby. Maybe it's simply moving slowly. Breathe into the feeling of having choices again. During the work week, so much of our time is spoken for, but now time becomes more fluid, more yours to shape. Feel the Friday feeling in your body. It might be a lightness in your chest, a relaxation in your shoulders, a sense of expansion in your belly, or a softening around your eyes. This is your natural response to freedom, to possibility, to having space to breathe. If you notice any guilt arising about relaxing, about not being productive, gently remind yourself, rest is productive, joy is productive, following your natural rhythms is productive. You are not a machine that needs to run constantly. You are a human being who deserves cycles of effort and ease. Let's take a few minutes to honour what you've accomplished this week and set gentle intentions for the weekend ahead. First, gratitude for yourself. You showed up every day, even when it was difficult. You handled whatever came your way with the resources you had available. You were present for your responsibilities, while also caring for your own needs as best you could. Place your hand on your heart and feel appreciation for your own resilience. Now, gratitude for others who supported you this week. Maybe colleagues who collaborated with you, friends who listened, family who understood your busy schedule, or even strangers who offered small kindnesses. Send silent appreciation to these people who made your week more manageable or more pleasant. Gratitude for your body that carried you through the week, for your mind that solved problems and stayed focused, for your heart that felt all the emotions without breaking, for your spirit that maintained hope and curiosity even during challenging moments. Now let's set some gentle intentions for the weekend. Not rigid plans, but soft guidances from your deepest wisdom. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel this weekend? Maybe peaceful, maybe energized, maybe connected, maybe creative, maybe simply present. Hold this feeling intention in your awareness. What would honor both your need for rest and your desire for engagement? Maybe it's one morning of sleeping in, followed by an afternoon of gentle activity. Maybe it's time alone balanced with time in community. Trust your inner knowing about what balance you need. How can you stay connected to this peaceful, spacious feeling you're cultivating right now? Maybe it's through a morning walk. Maybe through continuing to breathe deeply. Maybe through moving a little slower and being more present. Set the intention to treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a dear friend. This weekend, you get to be both the one who cares and the one who is cared for. As we prepare to close this meditation, take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to when we began. Perhaps there's more space in your body, more quietness in your mind, more gentleness in your heart. This Friday feeling, this sense of expansion and possibility, is always available to you. It doesn't only exist at the end of the work week. Anytime you need to remember your inherent freedom, your right to rest, your connection to joy, you can return to this feeling. Take 3 deep breaths, and with each one, seal in the peace and spaciousness you've cultivated. Breathe in calm. Breathe out tension. Breathe in possibility. Breathe out limitation. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe out any remaining stress from the week. When you're ready, begin to gently move your fingers and toes. Feel your body preparing to transition back into activity, but carrying with you this sense of ease and presence. You might stretch your arms overhead, welcoming the weekend with your whole body. Roll your shoulders a few times, maintaining the softness you've found. Before you open your eyes, set the intention to move into your weekend with awareness and kindness towards yourself and others. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to the present moment. Welcome to your weekend. Welcome to this time of freedom and possibility. You've earned it, you deserve it, and you're ready to enjoy it fully. Take your time transitioning from this meditative space, carrying with you the peace and presence you've cultivated.